Huge, huge, huge support from Buenos Aires, Argentina. In love with the channel. Magic is legacy. Thank you. Hello from New York City. We have many viewers in Argentina. And I love them all. All right, a ponder here. Followed up by a volcanic island. Okay, we're on turn 2 now. Gristlebrand is in the yard already. All right, a Dash Ragavan. And an Entomb. Good question, I think. So, Anarchy Inducer, the Reanimator player on the left side of your screen now, is saying that Ragavan is good after sideboarding. How many days before Ragavan gets banned? I don't think it will get banned, but I don't really know. If you want to talk about bans, join our Discord. We had a lengthy discussion today on the Discord about deck archetype names. And you can join that discussion as well. All right, Ragavan back in hand. So I cast the Entomb and put a land in my yard. My thinking was the faster I can grow my graveyard, maybe I could get a Murktide on the table and just start smashing Greg. I could have put an instant sorcery instead, but okay. Children of Corliss on top. Exiled with Ragavan, and I'm going to leave that in exile. Just back to my hand. Is Ragavan better than Arcanist? I don't know. That's an interesting discussion. Unmasking me, pitching Villas. I mean, Dreadhorde Arcanist felt really, really good. And Ragavan, to me, just feels like good. Yeah, Ragavan did some serious damage just now, for sure. All right, I'm Force of Willing and Unmask right now. Pitching True Name. Exhume. We'll get Dazed. Greg not playing around the Daze. Yeah, Ragavan, exactly. Hype Train Conductor, Luanil. Ragavan doesn't trigger and cast a removal spell to remove a blocker. Exactly. Here's Dash Ragavan again. Shallow Grave is the card. And I'm trying to figure out what I can do with it. I can't really do anything. I don't have any graveyard. I don't have any creatures in the graveyard. 2 treasures now and pass. Shallow Grave for Greg. This one will resolve, and here's Gristlebrand. And it will attack. And Greg is going to draw 7. I mean, ideally, I would not have had to force of will that unmask, but I felt like I had to. All right, triple pedal. Unmask, pitching Gristlebrand. Revealing my hand is triple Ragavan and a prismatic ending. That doesn't do anything. And here is Entomb, Reanimate on Witherbloom Apprentice, Chain of Smogmy, and I die. All right. Game 1 goes to Reanimator. People will get their plow days, get wasted, and get their second plow days, and then complain that Ragavan is broken. 2 of the combo decks play days. That's true. All right. Soul Guide Lantern. Turn 1 Soul Guide Lantern basically just allows me to pop the graveyard at any moment. Essentially a Tormod's Crypt for 1 mana here. Interpret it however you like. I'm just asking what people think about, like, how much of a I kind of hate using these words, but pillar of Legacy is Daze. Like, is it holding things up? Like, if Daze no longer exists, are decks like, let's say, Goblins, Lands, all the decks that are slightly weaker against combo, are they just unplayable because the combos are just completely unchecked? Yeah, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I'm just asking what people think. I like hearing everybody's take. I'm in no way saying that I know the answer, because I don't. All right, Sedgemoor Witch is on the board. Made a pest token. Soul Guide Lantern looking sad at the moment. Sedgemoor Witch quite nice here. And I commented on this on a recent stream. I think it was 2 weeks ago now. It's like it feels like, oh, I'm a Legacy streamer, so I have to. Sometimes it feels like I have to spend half of my content or half of my discussion with anybody about Legacy talking about bans, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't spend a lot of time thinking about bans, so I don't really have advice for what everybody should ban. I think most people are asking for multiple cards to get banned from MH2. So I'm not sure Daze would ever get banned without other cards also being hit. Yeah. Also, like, at the end of the day, what matters, right? And I'm asking, is the format fun right now? Like, are people enjoying themselves? Is it you know, never mind balance. Are the games interesting, and are the tournaments feeling like they're not warped around who could get one card like some of the standard formats were with Nexus of Fate or something like that? B Mick, thanks for the follow. There aren't 1-mana spells in white, black, or red to deal with it? I'm not sure if you're being serious. The game would be healthy without a ban list, says Ledgeview. Ledgeview's going a little crazy. I think that was sarcasm, yeah. But it's hard to tell from a written message sometimes. People complaining about cards are complaining about the wrong cards, yeah. All right, Urza Saga is on the board. You just think Monkey is too good for drop 1 card to all formats. Okay. It's even like the other, and I'm not saying this is wrong of them, but the other legacy content creators, like half their tweets, half their blog posts, are all have to be revolving around bans, and it just never ends. It just feels like it never ends. We ban a card tomorrow. 48 hours later, people will be writing an article about what next needs to be banned. It just never ends. Nobody's ever happy. So I just stay out of it. As far as I'm concerned, and maybe I give them the benefit of the doubt, Wizards will see data from whatever events are going on, or whatever statistics from legacy leagues or whatever. And if something needs to be banned, they'll just ban it. And I just don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. Like what I say about what I think will be banned is kind of irrelevant because I don't decide. Yeah. I mean, they look at the end of the day, Wizards of the Coast makes the decision, not me. So I just don't spend a lot of time worrying about it. I don't even check the weather before I leave the house most of the time, so I just don't care that much. I have no control of the weather either. All right, Burning Wish, trigger the Sedgemoor Witch. So now here's a key moment where I think I made a mistake here. I have Force of Will and Daze in hand. Burning Wish is on the stack. Sedgemoor Witch is in play. I can force the Burning Wish, but I'm somewhat worried about the last card in Greg's hand. I know that Greg probably has Chain of Smogs in the board. There are no creatures in Greg's graveyard. I have Containment Priest and Soul Guy Lantern in play as well. And thinking about it now, hindsight 2020, I should have countered this Burning Wish. I should have just countered the Burning Wish. This was a misplay on my part. I feel. I have Containment Priest. I have Soul Guy Lantern. Why give him an opportunity to get Chain of Smog right now? That was not the best decision. Now, since we've been streaming today and we're aware of all the different things that Greg's deck does, in the moment, I don't even know if I remember that Chain of Smog might be in the sideboard. I don't remember my full thinking on it. But yeah, so now I have Force of Negation and Daze available for the Chain of Smog that was just searched for, of course, but I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable right now. Construct gets created here, and now I'm going to search for something with with Urza Saga. That Burning Wish, I guess, should be in exile. But, whatever. Check the weather. That's what windows are for. You know how many times I got caught in the rain and everybody's like, yeah, it was going to rain today. You didn't know? Didn't check. As far as the constant talk about bans just being content for the sake of content too, it's like, what else do Magic the Gathering content creators have to talk about? Like, only so many times can you talk about your sideboard guide, can you talk about your miracles list, unless you're brewing new decks and talking about that all the time and pointing out why your brews don't work, stuff like that. I guess it seems like bans are what the community just likes to default talk about when they run out of things to talk about. What do I think of an unban of Yawgmoth's Bargain in Legacy? I say leave reserve list cards that are banned. I don't think it would be a good idea to unban those. Unmask targeting me. So now I have 4 cards in hand, I believe. And I'm going to throw the Force of Negation pitching Daze at this unmask. And I'm feeling like I'm probably dead here at this point. The Daze wouldn't have done anything. The unmask would have just taken my Force of Negation. Infinite Pests is the threat here. And now is the point where I'm realizing, damn, I should have just countered that Burning Wish. The Burning Wish was the key card. I had Containment Priest. I had Soul Guide Lantern. I had Saga able to fetch Grafdigger's Cage on the following draw step. It just seemed like an unnecessary risk to let that Burning Wish resolve. And I paid for it here with Infinite Pests. Greg should have targeted me with the last copy of Chain of Smog, though, and made me discard my 2 cards left in hand. I did my very best to make it look like my cards remaining in hand were counter magic. I don't even think it was worth dazing there. Just pay the extra 1. And I don't remember if I had another blue card to pitch, actually.